Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we'll be talking about why guys cheat. As a female, I always wanted to know what would lead a guy to cheat, whether he's married, dating, or have a fiance, girlfriend. So what better way than to get a guy's perspective? So today I have my special guest, E. So thank you very much for allowing me to interview you.
Welcome. Thank you for having me on. Tell you a little bit about myself. I'm EJ Sloan, originally from Las Vegas, Nevada. 32 years old, single, been through my little up and downs, but I'm here now, so let's go.
Okay. So my first question is, what causes a guy to cheat?
What causes a guy to cheat?
Yes.
Interesting question. I think it's many factors that go into why a guy cheats.
Mm-hmm.
There's more than just one factor. But for the main thing, I feel like a man just isn't ready. If he's not ready, he's not gonna not cheat. And
So,
women,
1 second. What is he isn't ready? Isn't ready for what?
for commitment.
So what about the men that are married? Obviously, they were ready for a
They weren't ready.
commitment.
They maybe have thought they were ready,
Okay.
but they jumped into that not realizing they were ready. And a lot of times, women will kind of force marriage. I'm not going to say force, but they will kind of force the issue and try to change a person. And women got to realize that a man's not going to just change. You can't change a man. Mm-hmm. He's not going to change unless he's ready to change himself. You can't, you can try to get counseling and do this and do that and talk to him, talk to me, babe, talk to, don't. But at the end of the day, he's not going to change unless he's ready. You got to be in him. Other than that, he's not going to be a faithful man if he's used to cheating and having multiple women, or he's not accustomed to being a faithful man.
Okay, that's interesting. Although I have a different perspective on why, but I'm not a man, so it wouldn't matter. But okay, so my next question is, how could cheating be prevented? Like, say if that man was, I don't know, for whatever reason he was committed and faithful, but just, I don't know, maybe his wife cheated and he just got, well, like you said, I guess he just wasn't committed, huh? But how can it be prevented from a man's perspective?
A man has to be dedicated to wanting to be faithful himself. Like I said, I always say, a man has to want to be faithful for himself. Mm-hmm. It can't even be about his woman. Like, he can have any woman, but he wants to be faithful for himself. That's the first preventable thing. A man has to not put himself in situations that'll cause him to cheat.
Such as some examples for these men out here.
Such as, if you have friends that are single and they constantly cheat, or when they do get in relationships, they cheat.
Are partying a lot.
They're
so like drugs,
partying.
Alcohol, partying, things like that.
That kind of environment, you know what that's going to lead to. It's going to be hard to just be drunk all the time or high all the time, inebriated, and not want to, sleep around or whatever. Or keep your right frame of mind if you're trying to be a faithful man. It's not something that's just happens overnight. You got to be dedicated to that.
Okay. And so, do you think that guys believe that they are, should I say it, a HOE because they cheat? Because I know if a woman cheats, she's a HOE or she's with this and that. Do guys believe that they're HOE, or do they believe that it's just accepted because they're a guy and they can get away with it?
A guy doesn't really care because in our world, sometimes the more women you have, the more it kind of brings your status up. It kind of does, if the guys that get the most chicks are the guys the most popular guys. Even women don't want no man that nobody else wants.
Excuse me?
Women tend to go out.
You need to rephrase that. You need women that don't think straight, because I wouldn't want a man that everybody wants.
Well, the typical woman.
Oh, okay.
The typical woman doesn't. She wants the man that's popping,
or
the guy that's
though, because that's more temptation.
Flamboyant. Which I agree, because she's not ready for. She wants that because she sees it on TV or whatever. She wants what she sees, but she's not really ready for that. But yeah, if a guy's not dedicated to wanting to change or be a faithful man or a husband, it's not happening. It's not something that he's dedicating himself to. He's not ready for that. You're ready for that. As a woman, you're ready for it. He hasn't said he was ready for it.
we were just talking about this yesterday, I think, when we were kind of talking. My next question is, why do men want more than one woman?
I kind of think that's nature. I kind of think that has something to do with nature. If you look back in history, a lot of guys, a lot of kings and all, they would always have multiple women. Well, men are used to having different women.
Oh, I was going to ask you, so do you believe in polygamy?
I mean,
would you be down for that? You know, like how it's just you.
I'm not for polygamy. It's not something.
So you're not. So you don't agree with you just said kings and queens used to have more than one woman. You don't agree with that?
I like to live my life my way. I have friends that practice polygamy, and they typically they're trying to get me into. You should, But me personally, I like focusing on one woman.
Like, to me, it would feel like a headache. So many women in one.
Honestly, yeah.
Like, you got all these different personalities.
One woman is already a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
So to try to deal with multiple women in the same household, and women they're competitive.
Yeah, that's what I would
think. Two women being in the same house together and trying to compete for a man's love.
I have a friend, he's into polygamy. And I guess if you ask him, he would say something like, it's the woman's mindset. So if the woman's already willing to be in a polygamous, I don't even know this word, relationship, then she's more likely to less be, jealous and all that. But I beg a different because...
we know women.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking.
We know women. Women are highly competitive, especially when it comes to other women in a relationship. But I couldn't do polygamy personally because we can have a threesome, but she has to go home when we're done. You can go home. There's no reason for us well, for me, in my life, I don't need two women in my life. Mm-hmm. I like to focus on one person. I don't want to have to put the responsibility on myself to make multiple women happy. Yeah. That's a lot. And it's a lot to be trying to be in love with somebody and
then somebody else.
What if you fall out of love with this person and you just love this person? Yeah. It's too much to, deal with me. I'd rather stay with just one.
Okay. So, okay, I was going to ask you a question, but I'll wait till after. Would you ever tell your partner if you cheated on them? Or will you just let them find out?
I always, well, typically, like, when I've gotten caught in the past, because I never just came out and tell them. No, that I've never done. Men would typically not going to tell on ourselves. But
so I ain't even got to ask my last question. You have cheated before, right?
Yes.
Okay, so, but did she find out or you told her?
No, she found out, but I didn't deny it. I'm not going to, not the type that's going to try to carry on a lie and just worry about like holding, because lies you got to build on.
Keep going. Remember what you said.
I'm not going to keep building on a lie because then I feel fake and I feel like now I'm just fake now. And when I got caught, I would always come out and tell like, okay, this is what happened. Mm-hmm. If she accepts it, she's going to be mad as hell. But if she accepts it or not, that's up to her. You leave that choice in her hands. You don't take that upon yourself to try to just hide it
and why didn't you tell her though? Why couldn't you just be like, honey, I think either we should just be friends or can it be an open relationship? Why did you feel you had to go and cheat? Or why can't you just be single and you could have just been doing what you wanted to do? Why risk her health because you put her at risk of STDs, bad spirits? Why do that to her instead of just being honest?
Selfishness. Men, we have a tendency to be selfish at times.
I think it's both. It's the human nature.
We want to have our cake and we want to eat the entire cake too. This is our cake. Can we have everything else? We want everything. Sometimes it's not enough to just have one woman. Like we want multiple. Like no matter how good you are.
So it's not about the sex. It's not about the cooking. It's not that she's not have good materials. It could sometimes just be.
Or that man ain't shit.
Okay. And I'm sorry if you guys are underage watching this. It's okay.
The language, but a lot of men that's what it is. They're not nothing. They don't.
So at the time you were cheating, you just was nothing.
I wasn't nothing. I don't know. I was a part
of
that.
What about now? You've gotten better.
I've gotten way better. I know.
Your husband material.
I got that out of my system. Y'all see, that's another thing. Women, y'all typically want to get a man that's not ready. Like he hasn't gotten that out of his system.
Yeah.
Man got to get that. Like get that part of his life out of his system. Yeah. At least that phase of his life out of his system. Yeah. Y'all will go into a man's life and try to just change him. Like no, you need to change and be different for me. But if he's not ready, his mind mentally is not going to be ready. Like, it's going to be hard. You don't want to be with a man that's trying to fight back cheating. If you got to fight the urge to cheat, you don't want that.
Do you have any advice for any man, and even if a female, if they feel the urge that they want to cheat, what would you tell them? Now that you're older and wiser, instead of trying to have your cake and eat it too, or why, what advice would you give these people?
For me, I pretty much made it up in my mind that I'm not going to cheat. Like, even if
not you, I'm saying per se, for the ones that are going through what you went through at your age, that's dealing with that phase.
Work on yourself. We all know how to work on ourselves. We all know how to focus on what we want. If you really want that, you gotta focus on that. You gotta put in the work and the dedication. It's not just going to happen overnight. I know how hard it is to not cheat, like to be the temptation of cheating.
So what would you tell them, and while they're working on themselves, what would you tell them to do to try and, so they won't cheat on their partner? Like, for example, like, would you tell them, like...
Masturbation.
Oh, okay.
It's like, because once you get that initial,
release,
you go back and think about it. Like, say if you wanted to cheat, you either going to go have sex or you're going to masturbate.
That's true, because this may be a little... I'm going to try to think of the words I say it so it's age appropriate. But if you take care of yourself before you go on a date with someone, that urge is not really
urge is not there. So I've done that even on a date. Like, just so that I don't go into this date thinking like with my penis. I don't want to go on a date thinking like, oh, I just want to smash at the end of the night. No, I want to get to know this girl, so maybe I'm gonna just get a release before I even get there, just so I can have my attention on her, and my attention is not on her juiciness and how sexy she is and what I want to do to her when I get back to the crib.
Okay.
No, if I get that release, now I'm focused on what she's talking about. What's on her mind? What is she thinking about? What are her goals? I'm not worried about that initial. But the same thing with like cheating. You can either go have sex or you can masturbate. Like, if you masturbate first,
that urge is gone. It ain't the same, but it is.
It might come back one day. It might come back, but as for right now, it's gone.
So you guys listening? Are you've done guys and women that just have a problem with that?
But
take care of yourself first.
The moment you step out of your relationship, the moment you step out of your marriage or whatever, and you go and get that release from another woman or another man, that's when you...
Can you become addicted? Like say if... I guess you could, huh?
Yes.
Because that person may be better than your partner, and then all of a sudden you stuck.
Yes, you can become addicted. I feel like most men are addicted to sex or release, to having sex.
Why are they addicted to sex?
Nature. The thing is, I feel like it's hereditary, like it's in us.
Right.
I feel like it's in us. Like we can feel that.
It go vice versa though, because there's some women that have a high level.
Yeah,
so I guess
another thing, like especially for like young black males, we were never taught how to be husbands. A lot of us were never taught how to be husbands. Yeah. Like, I'll be honest, like my dad, he taught me how to cheat. I ain't gonna say cheat, but he taught me
you how to cheat. How?
Purposely or indirectly? He taught me how to not have one woman.
You're kidding me?
Don't focus on one woman. One woman, but that's what we hear from.
He taught you that?
That's what we hear from.
Your dad's still living, right?
Yeah, my dad's a great guy.
Mr. E too?
Yeah.
Mr. E, now.
He's a great guy, but he was,
Mr. E.
At that age, he was right. At that age, he was right because when the women I was with wasn't right.
So you mean he didn't technically teach you how to, he just kind of told you to keep your options open?
Pretty much.
Okay, because the way you make it seem like he taught you the whole, have this girl, cheat like this, make sure you don't get caught. That's what he taught you?
No, he didn't teach me that.
Okay.
No, he didn't say keep your options open.
Okay, that's what you mean to say.
Don't settle down unless you're really ready to settle down.
Okay, I guess, because you say he taught you how to cheat, and I'm like, hold on.
Well,
in a way,
at a certain point, it felt like he was teaching me how to cheat. Like, he would help me, But that's my dad. That's my pops. It's the same thing, and we heard the same thing.
Wait. He didn't help you how? So what story, how did he help you cheat? I
ain't gonna say he helped me cheat, but of course.
The camera recorded. You just say he helped you. He had your back.
He got my back for sure. My mama didn't have my back. Mama she
don't get on you. But what did your dad do?
My dad I can go to his house. I can chill up until Pop's house. You know, he's not going to tell my girl I got another chick. Pops
so like if you're staying somewhere else, you can take the girl to your dad's house and chill.
I mean, yeah, we can go out. We can go in. I can go out and have a drink with my chick or whatever, and with my pops and him being there, he's not gonna look at me no different.
Rat you out because you.
He's not gonna rat me out. He's not gonna feel no different way. Where like we're men and we gonna talk about it, you know, and it is what it is. My mom, God rest her soul, but I could never do that around my mom.
I don't blame her.
She didn't play that. But like as of now, I feel like my dad did the wrong thing because if I had a son, I would chastise him for cheating. Mm-hmm. I would I feel like we got to break a cycle of us being taught to cheat. We're not taught like
just not being faithful.
You know, not being faithful. Like the media, the music, all that teaches us. It always taught us, you know, inches ain't ish, but hoes and tricks. You know, this is all we've heard all our life. It's been drilled into us.
And you can't help it nowadays because they just proving everything to be correct. You really can't help it.
Honestly, what we're seeing now, they're starting to prove that, you know, maybe guys...
There's some good girls out there.
There's still good, there's still great women out there, but that's why I keep my options open because I don't want to, you know, fall into that trap again because some chicks just make their self like unattractive by their behavior. It's not even physically, but it's more of a mental unattraction. Like at some point you make yourself smash material because of the way that you're carrying yourself. You're not wife material no more.
So could it be sometime that men may cheat because they have a girl that's like, would you say smash material? Yeah. And they're just not.
Men don't typically cheat with a woman that he's in love with. He cheat with a woman that he don't really care about. A woman will cheat with a man she's in love with, but a man's gonna cheat with a skeeter off the streets.
Yeah, it could be. But if they love their woman or their wife or their girlfriend, why go and cheat?
It's hard.
Many things, but
it's hard to gauge that with every different man. We're all different. We all have our own different reasons, but you know, for me, it was just I wasn't ready. I just honestly wasn't ready for no.
So you being what, 31 now?
32. I'm 32.
You being 32 now, can you honestly say that if you were to get in a relationship that you would not cheat on your wife, or that is not your intentions?
That's not my intentions at all. I wouldn't even go into a relationship at this stage of my life not want marriage for one. Okay. If I don't feel like I can marry her and I can commit myself to her, I'm not going to go into a relationship with her. Okay. If she's not worth me committing myself to, like that's what a lot of chicks don't realize. But men start to deem them not worth them being.
To meet the mom,
you know, you're not worth that. Kids, family. Just like you're not worth meeting my mom. Me giving up all my hoes, me giving up all my fun nights.
So you got hoes, huh?
I don't have hoes, but this is what...
First thought came to mind was Nate Dogg, the song.
You know, but...
That's interesting.
It's just, a woman got to be worth that. Be worth a man giving that up. Don't just...
What about the women that are... That's what I'm saying. It's so confusing. The women that are worth that. The women that are wife material. That you can... You know, that are... Why? I guess because you said they're not ready to commit.
And that's another thing. Some women push a man into another woman's arms. They make being at home miserable. They make it they make where a man doesn't want to go home. He'd much rather be.
Like what? Like what are the women doing that make a man not want to come home? Like the yelling. What is it? Like
yelling, arguing, nagging. I mean, women typically see it as funny. Ha ha ha. To constantly argue every single day and nag every day. Day in and day out, that at some point will make the relationship or you for yourself more undesirable. You're not desirable no more because of how you treat your man at home.
So man, okay, I didn't even think about this. So man can possibly be cheating because they don't have a peace of mind.
They don't. That's probably the number one reason a man cheats.
Because I know a few men tell me they don't have a peace of mind. So
and it's sad because we'll find that peace of mind in a side chick. She'll bring, she literally, you'll see the memes on Facebook and Instagram where the side chick can have a much bigger and better dinner than the wife will. It's like,
but I could argue that. That's because the side chick ain't got to deal with everything at all. And this,
but still, it's like when you go over to her house, you kind of got a peace of mind now. You actually you don't feel like you're at home, but it feel like a side home.
So that could be why maybe.
You got peace, but as soon as you go home, you got somebody yelling at you, somebody arguing with you, kids going crazy.
So could that be maybe?
And it's I mean, it's a lot. The stuff can be overwhelming for a man at some time. And weak men crack. A weak man is going to crack. Like, if he's already a weak man and he's not dedicated to trying to change and cheat and will not cheat, he's going to crack. He might.
Could that be why married men or even men in a relationship stay with their wife and also have a side chick? Because you know, the wife and the girlfriend, they build stuff with, but that wife, the side chick is the peace of mind. Could that possibly be it? Because obviously men can commit. They just won't.
Selfish. Men can be selfish.
You know,
like, because me personally, I know plenty of men, like married men, that don't cheat. They refuse to ever cheat. Like, they would unfriend me, uncousin me, unbrother me if I was to try to get them to cheat.
And I respect that. That's
why I love messing with them, because they've dedicated themselves to what they want. They know what they want. You know, I'm cool with that. But
do you have?
I actually have friends.
Do you have married friends?
I got married friends that's stepping out. I got friends that's been in relationships 10, 15 years and has
don't put too much information. They may see this and try to
it's not that
elimination.
You know, it's just like 10, 15 years, and they just never even thought about. Yeah. You know, but it's like.
But too, is the girlfriend wife material? Whoever they with, honestly, are they wife material?
I mean, so that's not. I think every man has his own definition of wife material. You know, like some men like big booty hoes, and he marry her. I wouldn't marry a big booty hoe. I'm good, but it's just. I think typically men just have their own definition of what they deem a wife-like woman. You know, of course, sometimes we have the same things, but for the most part, it's different. It differs.
Okay. Before the video comes to an end shortly, but I had another question. I want to play a game, but I'm not sure if it's more like a question game. I'm not sure if it's going to flow. But I want to know, and this is probably kind of repeating itself, but is it possible for a man to be loyal and faithful? And if so, to what kind of woman? What would cause a man to be faithful and loyal? And, you know, all the extra good stuff that come along with it.
A woman that's worth that. Like I said earlier, like a woman that's worth me giving everything.
But what is the worth? What does she has? That's what I'm asking. What does she
has to possess?
Yes.
Like I said, for me, it's different for every man. It's different for every man, but for me personally, I like a woman that's can dedicate herself to me. If you can dedicate yourself to me and like show that you're dedicated to your man, love unconditionally, that's all a man be like, and peace. Like when y'all see all that stuff, you know, floating around, be a man's peace. Like, it's serious. Be a man's peace. When a man comes home, he already we gotta deal with the world, you know.
Being black,
the white man hating us, the white woman hating us, the white, like and then we got haters that hate us. Like everybody just
so you just want that peace to relax.
And we don't want to come home and you hate me too. You know, that's not ideal. That would make a man want to go find some side.
Yeah. And
just to find out she gonna end up hating him too. But you know, it's.
So E, what would you consider cheating? Because I'm asking this because I have a definition of cheating, and then some men.
For me, cheating is anything you wouldn't want your spouse to do. Anything.
So
for me, it's flirting. I don't care what people say. I can flirt. No, you flirting. That's cheating for me. You've done too much. So flirting,
any type of touch.
You've done too much.
You've done friendly hug.
A hug, a kiss, text, talking to your exes.
Or like sexting, what they call it, that's cheating.
Sexting is cheating.
What if they gave a massage to the other person? That's cheating?
That's cheating. All of that is cheating. For me, at least, I mean, maybe some people will let it slide, but for me, I'm not letting a lot of that stuff slide. I mean, I know how y'all generation, y'all like to just, you know, forgive and
I'm laughing because I'm getting ready to ask a question. You had already slipped and told me because we were talking.
Yeah. What's up?
You already know I'm going to ask you.
What?
Well, part of the game was, this is like a question game. And it's basically saying you come home from work and you notice that your partner's car is out front and you proceed into the house and you walk in and they're interacting with another person on a adult level, what is your reaction?
My reaction?
Yes.
I would leave. I'd leave, personally.
You just told me something else earlier.
I know what I told you, but that's the old me. As of right now, where I'm at, like right now, I wouldn't let nobody.
No, earlier we were kind of talking.
I know, but.
Or is it because you're thinking about it now, or are you just...
Okay,
so even that person could be your husband, your wife, they could be your partner, whatever. If you caught your wife or your girlfriend cheating... In
order for me not to kill somebody, I'm going to leave. Because I would want to shoot
You're not going to slap them?
I might slap them too. I don't want to go in and do all that and put myself in jail. Why would I want to go to jail? And she's going to be out here doing the same thing in the same house, so I leave and then handle it from there. Okay. But that's just to
so
keep
y'all
myself.
Hearing that? Take the advice that it's good to walk away and then leave.
I'm a Gemini, so that might change. But as of right now, yeah.
It is going to change because he had mentioned we was talking on another level. He was earlier. So my last game question is, your partner comes to you and tells you that she is pregnant and not sure if the baby is yours because she cheated on you after she found out that you still kept cheating on her. So you've been cheating on her, but she comes to you and tells you that she's pregnant. What do you do? And she don't know if it's yours or his. And this is after you've been cheating on her and she just decided to.
Everything is over for me. Mm-hmm. It's over.
Although you cheated on her.
Although I cheated too, I'm just going to end the relationship at that point. Like before the whole marriage at that point, because we both done too much.
So either if it was marriage or dating, you're going to end it.
I'm ending it at that point because at that point, neither one of us have kept our vows.
But what would
she should have left me when I cheated.
But what would you do? She's pregnant, and you got to find out if the baby's yours or if it's the other guy's. What would you do? I know you're going to leave, but then...
Oh, yeah. I'm leaving first, and then we're going to deal with the paternity test and things like that. But I'm still leaving. Okay. Definitely not
staying for
a situation like that.
He's leaving.
Because that situation it sounds like it's like a toxic situation. You don't want to keep yourself around stuff like that.
So what if the baby turned out to be yours and you it just whenever you guys could never be together?
No, we'll never be together.
Although she did what you did though, where's the forgiveness? It's easier for a woman to get pregnant though. See, y'all can just go on. So where's the forgiveness?
I feel like men are more unforgiving in that circumstance. Like if a woman cheats, if a man cheats, a woman can take a man back and still love him. When a woman cheats, it's like once you cheat, you're tainted. Your body is tainted. We don't want you no more at that point. Literally, I know it's harsh, but it's like mentally.
It's like because another guy tampered with it, but another female didn't tamper with y'all.
That's why we're men and women. We're totally different. We're Mars and Venus.
I guess it's acceptable, huh? Like it's okay for a girl to be a certain way and a guy can't. So it's okay for men to cheat.
Double standards. Double standards happen. Like that's life. Like it's okay for men to walk around with their shirts off and be buff, and women can't. It's just double standards. That's life. But in this situation, like if for a man, once you cheat, you literally have broken all code. Like I don't want to say
once a woman cheats.
Yeah, once a woman cheats, it's like she's done the worst thing she could ever do, and a man doesn't want her. Most men, some men try to make it work, I guess, but for most men that I know personally, like they're probably gonna leave. They're not gonna, because the relationship at that point, I would never see you the same. I would never.
But y'all expect that woman to still be there for y'all, have your back, and be the same.
That's where the selfishness comes in at.
Selfish ain't even a word. That's
where selfishness comes in.
We're going to end it on this level because it's kind of hot. We in Vegas and it's hot outside. We have to turn off the air so the volume won't, mess up the sound. But thank you, E, for allowing me to interview you. And I hope that you guys learned something from this. Please don't go cheating. Just stay to yourself, learn you, get all your stuff out the way. And if you do that, just take care of yourself before you feel like you're going to do that. I'm trying to be respectful, because I may have minors watching this, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. Is there anything else you would like to add?
No. You guys have a great life and learn to stop. Let's stop cheating. Let's start trying to focus on building this community back up. I want to see families being built. Let's bring the black family back. You know, and because cheating is the first thing that breaks the black family up. That's the only thing that messes our whole entire thing up, is that we constantly keep on not being loyal to each other. Loyalty, that's all we need.
Y'all hear him.
God bless.
Have a good day. Don't forget to subscribe and like the channel, comment. Anything you want to know about me or Mr. E or any advice, you can just put it in the comments and, we'll reply or something like that.